G'day guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Danny Bird. If you're a new viewer, I ask you to consider subscribing to the channel. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Hopefully some of my previous videos are helping your golf game improve. In today's video, we're going to be looking at why you're not hitting the draw shot shape the way you'd like to hit it. So to cut through all the fluff and the rubbish, there are two reasons I traditionally see players struggle to hit the draw shot the way they would like to. Number one is because they misalign. Now what I mean by that is a player will set themselves up and we want to hit a draw shot and we will watch the player set their club face down square to target and then they'll set their feet with their trail foot set way too far back. Now, I understand the logic, try and get that swing path working from out to in, but I can't count on two hands and both feet how often I watch a player do that and just hit a straight block right, or worse than that, a high cut. Quick explanation as to why that would be. When the alignment gets set up so far to the right hand side, even if you do manage to work the club from the inside, with the right foot being set so far back, we traditionally see the club work way too far inside and it would be so difficult to square the hands up. The body stops moving because we're moving to the right here. So we end up just seeing a player kind of push their hands pretty square. That happens more often than you would realize. What then happens, the ball flight goes dead straight. So we've all done it. You're aiming to the right side of the fairway, trying to hook one back in play, or you're aiming for the right side of the green, and it just blocks out there. And then you've got the player whose club face opens. So their subconscious won't let them shut the hands down so much because we're worried that we're going to shank it. So the player kind of leaves the hands open and we get a little cut shot. And the reason why we get that cut shot with the hands being open is that as we move the right foot back, the trail foot side here, and if we were to reset what would be straight, this 9-iron ball position here is now set where my driver is. What that means on the swing arc is that the club's traveling left, and we need to quickly understand that the golf swing works on a circle and on an arc motion. So the further forward it is, the more the golf club's traveling left. So then that player's got the hands open, the path of the club traveling left because the ball's too far forward, and now they're hitting a high slice. And that happens again so frequently. Now the second reason that we see players struggling to hit the tidy draw shape is quite simple. As a result of the trail foot being so far back or being back behind, we often see players moving the club out to in. Now that's because my brain knows I'm aiming right. My subconscious is aware of that. So it's going to try and move the club back towards target. So now I'm working across the line. And again, it's key to remember that this is essentially a straight swing and your club's traveling that way, which we can now see is out to in. So it's so important that we're aware of that. Now, with the club working out to in, yes, on occasion, we're going to see the player close the face, square it up, and they're going to hit a beautiful little pull draw shot. Victor Hovland's a great example of that. He does that very well. However, there is a problem with it. Like, it's hard to control club face, hard to control loft, hard to control ball speed. The ball jumps off the face. It can go further left than we anticipate. And we often see players hitting it way too long and often way too far to the left. How can we go about fixing both of those things? And guys, it is super simple. And you can even do these things in your living room. Okay, so training at home, okay? Don't need a golf ball for that one. How are we going to go about, firstly, trying to retrain our alignment, and secondly, retraining the movement. So we want the club to feel like it's dropping into the slot, okay, which is a little bit more behind the body line, while still aiming square to target. That's the important thing. Well, this is how easy it is. I've got my GC Quad carry bag here. You can do this with a standard backpack. What I'm going to do is place an alignment stick here, which you'll need one of those. I'm going to place it in there, angled, at the same angle as the shaft of my 7-iron. And what I've got here is a little indoor training club. They're great to have if you just grab an old golf club, chop down at your local golf shop, get them to regrip it for you, and you can have a club that you can swing around the house and not worry about hitting anything. Now what we're going to do with this alignment stick here, I'm just going to pull the bag so that it is positioned. Going to feel like it's going to be positioned just underneath my nose line, okay? So I don't mean directly underneath my nose, but if I were to hang a club off the tip of my nose, I want that to be in a straight line, okay? So straight line from here, underneath the corner of my nose. This alignment is going to be in line with our trail foot, okay? That's really important that we get that set into the middle of the trail foot. You'll also notice here I've got a setup template on the ground. So this can be an alignment stick, a piece of timber, an old golf club, doesn't matter, something in a straight line. What we're going to do is we're going to go through our pre-shot routine, okay? And this is something I'm going to ask you guys to do for 5 minutes a day for a 30-day stretch. What we're going to work through the routine of, imagining we're on the golf course, we're going to set ourselves up. We're going to make sure that our right foot, our trail foot, is in line with this alignment stick that's sticking out of our bag here. We're going to get ourselves into setup. I'm going to swing to the top. I'm going to pause. Now, this is the important part. As I bring the club down, if I allow my left arm to work its normal fashion, the over the top, I'm going to slam it into the top of the alignment stick here. So we're going to work to bring that arm down and under, up and through. Now, we're going to do that, as I say, for 5 minutes, but we're going to do blocks of 3. So 3 swings, just like that. Then we're going to take a break, 15 seconds, then another 3. It's important that when you're going through this routine, you're paying attention not only to the fact that your alignment sticks in the correct spot, but that our feet are getting set parallel to our line that's on the ground, because that's the starting block. Top, 1, 2, 3, through to our finish. For those of you that want to go to the driving range and hit golf balls, what are we going to do? Let me tell you. Okay, so for those of you that want to hit golf balls at the driving range, similar drill to what we do for the at-home drill. Only change that I've really made here is that I've just moved the alignment stick further inward. So what I mean by that is that I had it at home in line with my trail foot. This one is actually set about 2 inches inside the trail foot, okay? And that's really important that we set it up in that position, because it's going to give us the freedom to swing the club. When we're doing the work at home and where it's positioned, we wouldn't be able to hit a golf ball from there, because we're really trying to force the movement. And because there isn't a golf ball there, we can get away with it. But when we try and hit a golf ball, to avoid getting injured, this is the best place. Just place it like an inch or 2 in front of or inside of your trail foot. We've got our golf ball here. What we're then going to be working to do is keep ourselves swinging underneath the alignment stick as we go to hit the golf ball. So it's just to say, the main difference from the at-home training when we're going to be hitting the golf balls is that we are going to move the alignment stick about 2 inches inside of the trail foot here into position where still angled the same, everything remains the same, but just to really kind of allow us to hit the golf ball. Okay, so let's talk training routines. And this is something that is really, really important to me. If we want to get better, we need to train correctly and train functionally. So we've got our training station set up here. What we're going to do is, let's say we've got a bucket of 30 golf balls at the driving range. We're going to split that into 3s, okay? The first 10 golf balls that we're going to hit, we're going to be hitting those as almost long chip shots. And we do not care about the outcome. This is solely about making a swing where we're getting used to not hitting this alignment stick. So to demonstrate that for you guys, I'll get myself into my setup position here. We're going to swing to the top. We'll pause, pull the club down slowly. And then our main focus will be to collect the golf ball on the way down and turn through. 1, 2, 3. If it goes straight, fantastic. If it goes left, whatever. If it goes right, whatever. If it's thin, we don't care. Okay, we're going to hit 10 golf balls doing that. I would suggest and ask that if you have access to a smartphone, and most people do because it's the modern world, that you are recording yourself making these motions and movements, because you're going to be able to slow it down and see that you're doing the movement correctly. Those second 10 golf balls that we're going to hit, so we've done our first, and the second 10, we're going to ramp the speed up to about 50% of your normal swing speed, okay? Again, I'm less worried about the direction in which the golf ball goes at this point. I'm really concerned with, can my players move the arms and avoid hitting the alignment stick? As soon as we add speed, the tendency will be to want to push the arms away. So can we still make a golf swing functionally and effectively without hitting that? So that will look a little bit like this. So nice and smooth, very deliberate, ensuring that we're moving the club in the correct direction. Okay, then the final 10 golf balls that we're going to hit. We're going to hit those at full speed, and I would ask that you do go through your pre-shot routines and do everything as if you were competing on the golf course. So we've got the software set up here, and I'll go through as if it were my on-course routine. So the same sort of things that I would work on, the same feelings and swing motions. Feel like we're going to work the club from the inside. And then we would set ourselves up as if we're going to hit a full 9-iron here onto the green, go through the routine, through the process. Feel like the club works on the inside. That looks pretty tidy. And because we've only got 10 golf balls, that's why we have to take our time, why we have to go through our routine, why we have to go through the processes, because we really want to make those 10 shots count. I will notice, and I would ask you guys to notice, I should say, that I was using a 9-iron. Now, I would encourage you for that first session, maybe the first 2 sessions that you do at the driving range, you don't use anything more than a 7-iron. The reason being is that as the clubs get longer, there's a tendency to push them further away from the body, and we tend to find players are less likely to maneuver the club the way we want to when they're just trying to hit full powerful shots. So it's really important, if you want to see improvement and change, that you do follow the training routine that I've suggested. As always, guys, I appreciate you taking time to watch today's video. I do hope you found it helpful, and I do hope that it's going to help your shot shaping change that little bit for the better. As always, if you have a friend or know someone that's struggling with their game and you think this video will be helpful to them, please feel free to share it with them. Don't forget, if you would like to leave a comment on the video, it can be about today's video, previous videos, or just a general comment about golf. I'd be more than happy to get back to you, as you see I do in all the other videos. Don't forget, if you did like today's video, please give it a thumbs up. That does help the channel out greatly. Don't forget to subscribe. That's probably really important. Make sure you subscribe. And when you do subscribe, make sure that little bell is ticked, because you will then get notified as the videos drop each and every week. Until next time, guys, happy golfing.